So to play bigger, you have to discover how big you are. You're a big deal. So get off the bargaining table. You're a big deal. To play bigger, you've got to discover, you have to explore, you have to be willing to notice and admit how big you are. By the way, you can't admit it till you notice it, right? If you say you're big and you don't notice you're big, that's an assertion. I'm big. I'm a big deal. I want you to notice how big you are. I read Genesis as a little boy. I was raised Catholic. I'm not anti-Catholic, by the way. Somebody asked me that. I'm not anti-anything, right? What I am is pro-you. And growing up, I found a lot of seriousness around spirituality and religion. You know, the religious people, they were serious, and they were serious that the spiritual people were all screwed up. They were also serious that the other religious people were all screwed up. Here's what I notice about spirituality, right? You either get it's you or you don't. And if you don't get it's you, if you're not noticing how vast and fast you are, in other words, if you're blaming sticky tape and glue, right? I actually got an email, right? I love emails. I love answering them. I'm still working on that 300 plus now emails from the question we sent out. By the way, if you're not on the email list, we just sent out something great about the Joseph Goddard method, a little gift, 3 videos, take you 15 minutes total to change your life. It's a gift. I've removed all excuses. Except for, well, do you have 15 minutes? You see, when you get how vast and fast you are, you get that you give life to time. Now, I don't waste time. Neville says always be investing. There are a lot of invitations. There are a lot of meetings. There are a lot of quote-unquote opportunities. Mr. 20, I just need 20 minutes of your time, which always turns into 2 hours. I know, been there. There's a lot that I say no to. Let's do the crass commercial. Until you can say no, you really can't say yes. DreamDrivenDay.com. I'm saying no to Dream Driven Day, Mr. 20. I know, most people will. I'm okay with that. Because I've imagined up a fun group. I've imagined a group that comes together like family. It happens every time. The serious people don't get involved. The people who are serious that don't want to be serious anymore do. Those who are ready to rock and roll and have more fun and explore how vast and fast they are. Because here's the thing. I remember being a teenager thinking I knew it all. and here was the reply. So go pay your own bills. Put food on your table. I didn't even have a table. Well, I did. I had a little nightstand in my room. I had one nightstand, right, in my room. Oh boy, a little desk, right? I didn't pay for any of it, right? But man, I knew it all. See, I was asserting. And that's okay. Assertions tend to come first because you're tired of where you were, tired of what the limits are. Anger, assertions. I notice there's a lot of people that are still teenagers out there, and I've been there, man. I have really been there. And then it comes time to stretch a little bit, because if you stretch, you can soar. If you soar, you can settle into those invisible currents. Here's what I noticed. The Sabbath, the day of rest, the noticing that you've nailed it, feels like floating. There's no frantic trying not to drown. I'm drowning in debt. I know. Well, I'm feeling real for $1 million and I'm drowning in debt. Well, you're feeling like you're drowning in debt. Most of the super rich people I know have way more debt than you. They don't let it bother them because they use it as a tool. They use their imagination as a tool. You know, think about this. Your imagination can be a tool or a weapon. And a lot of people use it as a weapon because they're passively imagining. They're letting the dog lead the walk. I lead the walk. I let Bruce and Emmett enjoy themselves, sniff and pee wherever they want to, within reason. But they know I'm leading the walk. All this talk about 3D and 4D, guess what? You notice I just talk about it to make fun of it. Neville mentioned it, then he stopped. You walk the dog. You walk the dog. If the dog stops to take a sniff a little extra long and you want to go, come on, boy, let's go. Little gentle nudge. Move back into your dwelling place. But let's get back on target. I want you to notice how vast and fast you are. So that it's not a bumper sticker, it's not an assertion, it's an experience. The only way you're going to notice how fast and vast you are is to play with possibilities, to give life to your desires. Because as long as you remain in orbit around your problems or your one big win, you're going to stay where you are. Think about it. The Earth stays in orbit around the sun. It goes far, but it doesn't go anywhere. The wheels on the bus go round and round. Same day, different. Right? I used to go into a bottle shop, and I'd say, living a dream. And I'd be like, why do you say those words and feel that way? See, I'll tell you something. The title for Dream Driven Day came from me going to the bottle shop. And my one buddy saying, living the dream. And I noticed, my dreams drive my day. You must dream of coming here. So I gave away a little thing on Joseph Goddard this morning. If you're not on the email list, get on the email list, easymanifestingmethods.com. Go there, sign up, get those 7 little videos. They're a gift. I just sent out a massive gift today that'll take you a whole 15 minutes to change your life with, if you use it. See, a lot of you guys here on the podcast, you already know about Joseph Goddard. You may or may not be doing it right. But when we sent out the email, like last Thursday, and I got over 300 replies, and I'm replying to like 5-10 a day. It's going to take a while. I've got other things to do. I'm kicking off Dream Driven Day again. Join us. Subtle commercial, right? Here's the thing, ready? Imagine 30 days from now. Right? Well, imagine 30 days of struggle. Imagine 30 days of dicking around. Imagine 30 days of Reddit. Imagine 30 days of what you've been doing. Then imagine something completely different. See, here's the stuff they tell us in marketing school not to talk about. Well, here's what you get. 3 live calls, Facebook group, and then some people, they tell me in marketing school will go, well, I don't like being live, and I don't like personal attention, and I don't like people helping me. I don't like doing anything on Facebook because it's run by Zuck. I'm not going to do that. It's all right, there's a lot not going to do, and there's a lot not going to happen in your life, ain't there? That's called a state. Or you could be like a couple people and stretch. You don't have to join on the live calls or the Facebook group. I suggest you do. The course has 3 courses built in with it, of course, right? There's the 30 days of play, right? Daily little emails that take you to some cool little videos and audio, transcript, right? Cool shit to do. It doesn't take long, but it's a lot of fun. It's totally different than anything out there, except for the people that try to copy it in vain. Number 2. You get the Facebook group if you want to join in. It's a lot of fun. About 2/3 of the people do, 1/3 don't. That doesn't mean the 1/3 don't get results. One fella built a 6-figure business during his Dream Driven Day thing. I'm not saying results are not typical, because people say that if you say a dollar figure, then you have to say results are not typical. Most people will probably do nothing with their entire lives and just roll up under a bridge, curl up and die and say, but I am bigger than I imagine. Anyway. Let's get that out of the way. Live calls. You can have fun on them. You can just eavesdrop. It doesn't matter. I can promise you'll get gold from them. You get a bunch of bonuses. 3 people we do one-on-ones with. Yada, yada, yada. But I digress. DreamDrivenDay.com. Let's get back to it. Ready? If you don't play, you can't possibly know what it's like to hit the ball with the bat. End of line. You got to swing the bat, and we explore all kinds of ways of swinging the bat. Most people are trying to swing the bat properly to fix a problem, and I'm into exploring all kinds of ways to swing the bat, swing the golf club, swing what needs swung, find your true, authentic swing. We're gonna have so much fun. Anyway. How big do you feel? Because if you feel small and you're trying to play bigger, you feel like here's what it's like. If you feel small and you're trying to play bigger, either you get overwhelmed and you sink like a stone to the bottom of the swamp, plop, or you feel like one of them there Oh, what did we have way back in the old days? Pinball machines. We had real pinball machines back in the old days, kids. And the metal ball bounced around really fast, and if you shook the machine, you got disqualified, and you had to hit the bumper, the buttons real fast, the paddle things. Back in the 80s, paddling was a good thing. But anyway, shame on you. You know what I mean. You hit the button, the paddle hits the ball. You make more points. If you just stand there, the ball goes down the gutter. That's it. I feel massive, Mr. 20. I don't do anything. I just read a lot of Reddit. All right, if you're getting some gold, if you're feeling okay, if you've got a pulse, if you really get, my God, this guy gives away more stuff than most people charge for. Join us or join us again in Dream Driven Day. I'm on fire, gang. Maybe you can tell, right? I'm playing bigger than I have in 2 years. You know about some of my recent wins. I'm going to start posting all sorts of more goodies. You can see, hey, I've got new web projects going on. What do you think's coming out of my mouth? All kind of good shit. Let's have some fun. So, join us in DreamDrivenDay.com. Yada, yada, yada. We start on Friday. It is Australian Monday. We start on Friday. Which Friday? Friday in Australia, Friday in the U.S. You're not going to know unless you join. The 3 live group calls happen during the course. They don't happen at the beginning. We'll have nothing to talk about. And if you join now, you get early bird access to the bonus goodies. That's DreamDrivenDay.com. Have a lovely day, gang. That's what I got for now. You got a choice. Feel small and try to play big. Be like that ping pong ball. Be like that pinball. Bounce around a lot. Be like that stone that sinks to the bottom of the swamp. Been there, done that. Or discover the expansiveness of you. For me, like that's like a hot air balloon. Up, up, and away in my beautiful balloon. Join us. See ya.